Hello and welcome back to the Movie Rubric. I'm Timothy McDaniel.
Cole Wright.
Josh Glass.
John Jovi.
I expected him to do it, then you. That threw me off.
I paused and he didn't do it. So
I
I went.
That was the order. And you were technically here first.
Yeah.
Well,
If we're doing full order.
Spoiler alert, we're joined by Josh
Smash Bros.
Glass. By who?
I said Smash Bros. Order, like every character that got in, like that's their number, like if they're the third character.
Oh, got you.
Even if they got cut and they come back, they're still three.
I didn't know that, actually.
I think so. I think they all have numbers.
Fascinating. That's
Yeah.
cool. Well, hey, we're glad Josh is joining us today. We are doing an episode on the Odyssey, the movie that started selling its tickets a year in advance.
Pretty
it's
bold.
the first time I've ever seen that before.
I think so, too. That first time I've noticed it, at least.
Yeah.
And specifically, I think they were being sold for the 70 millimeter.
Yeah.
I think you could maybe buy other tickets, but a lot of places were only selling the 70 millimeter in advance, which we saw it in boring, lame old normal IMAX.
Apparently there's only like 40, 70 millimeters in the country.
There's really not that many.
No.
Yeah.
Where
Where's
would
the-
be the closest one?
I don't know.
Has to be Chicago.
We didn't see Oppenheimer in 70, did we?
I saw it in the same theater.
Same theater, yeah. I was going to say, I don't think we saw it in true 70.
I doubt there's one in St. Louis. I think it'd have to be Chicago or Indianapolis.
There's not one in St. Louis or Southern
Nashville.
Illinois. Yeah, there might be one. They're Googling it. For those who don't know, 70 millimeter is it's a film type, right? A lot of movies are presented to you digitally. There's like a projector, a computer, it's stored on a hard drive, and it throws it onto the screen digitally. And 70 millimeter is the actual ginormous film strip is ran through the IMAX projector to shoot it onto the screen.
It comes straight from like Christopher Nolan.
Straight from Christopher
Yeah.
Nolan. Many say it is the most authentic way to experience a movie the way it was intended to be seen. I've never seen a movie in 70 millimeter.
There's 40 worldwide. There's only 25 in the United States.
Yeah, so
There's
that's
even
not
less.
us. Plus, like I said, they sold out like a year in advance. So
I don't even know where the nearest one here is. Sacramento, Los Angeles, San Francisco.
yeah,
Yeah.
can't see where the closest one to us is.
Woodridge, Illinois.
Oh.
In Indianapolis, there's one.
Okay.
So, I don't know where Woodridge is. I assume by Chicago.
Yeah, no clue. I will say this before we get going on this movie. I want to address the elephant in the room. There's a lot of political controversy surrounding this movie, and I'm checking that at the door. I'm not going to consider that in my opinion. Like, I'm doing this movie as is. If you are bothered by something outside of the movie itself, you're entitled to that opinion. I'm going to try not to let that influence the movie we saw.
Yeah. Don't want to kill the vibe.
Yeah. I will say before we start talking about that, some of it was just straight up false. Like some of the stuff that people said just outright wasn't a thing. So if that bothers you, I consider you just go watch the movie.
Yeah. Well, I'm willing to find out.
Yeah. So, all right. Cole asked beforehand if we should do the plot synopsis. I really don't think we should.
No, I kind of figured it would be kind of redundant to do that.
I think it was Tom Holland. Someone made a joke in an interview. They asked what the Odyssey was about, and they said, like progressively smaller groups of men telling stories at a campfire while island hopping, and it's like, amen. Like that's that's it. So let's instead skip to the should you go see this movie, especially in theaters? And I'm going to give it 2 thumbs up. Nolan is one of those few people. Like when a film comes out, it is an event. It is a spectacle, and I'm glad I saw this movie in the theater. So I'm gonna give it 2 thumbs up.
I would also say 2 thumbs up is really the only way to go see it.
Yeah, I will watch this at home at some point, and I will be sad.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I would definitely give 2 thumbs up. On the other hand, I don't think I'd ever watch it again because I don't know. It was good, but it's not a rewatch movie for me.
I can tell you right now, it's not even in my top 3 Christopher Nolan movies.
Really?
Jonah, give us your thumbs, and then I want to take a crack at that real quick.
So I'm 2 thumbs up. And for theater, I would go 3 even. I think this is like a must see in the theater. Like this for me, I was pretty spent with it. This is peak for me.
We drove an hour and 45 minutes to see it at IMAX, and it was worth all of it.
It was worth it. Yes.
Definitely worth it.
I agree with that. It's
I
a
do it
good
right now.
movie. I like the movie. It's probably number 4 as far as like Nolan.
Nolan's?
Yeah.
Okay, so number
Nolan's a tough
1,
bar. Okay.
Interstellar.
Yeah.
Movies that like for me personally that I like more than this.
So
got you.
what's your number 1? Is it Interstellar?
No, I would go Dark Knight actually.
Yeah, that's
Interesting.
Good too, yeah.
Okay, that's a good one. Where's Interstellar on your list?
It's below this one.
Really?
I've never seen Interstellar.
Interstellar's
What?
awesome.
I have it on 4K at home. I just never have watched it.
Okay. So The
That's a
Dark
great
Knight.
movie.
I'm pulling up a list of Nolan movies here, and I'm trying to think what Cole would like. So this is number 4
Yeah, there's 2 other spots above it.
above this movie. So this is movie 3. This is
This
number
movie
3.
4, but
This is
you already
movie
got
4.
number 1.
Okay. Oh. Anyone have a guess? Memento?
Yeah.
I know you like that movie.
Memento's up there.
Okay.
That's about the number. It could either change between 2 and 3.
Do you like any of the other Batman more than this?
No.
Yeah.
I
I would definitely put Interstellar above this. This might be up there, though. This is
I
probably
don't
top
think
3.
Cole loved Oppenheimer as
Say,
much
would
as-
Oppenheimer be your number 3?
Oppenheimer. I like this.
Oh,
I like
really?
Oppenheimer more than this one.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Oppenheimer is
I
also
wouldn't
pretty great.
disagree with that, but I just wouldn't have expected for the Nolan repertoire that one to be your number 3.
Oh, yeah, it's good.
So yeah. All right. Well, hey, we're not doing a plot synopsis. I'll be honest, I didn't think of an accolade for this one. Did you guys boys got any accolades you want to give out?
The No Mario Award. I don't know,
Yeah.
people make those jokes. I think they're funny.
I'm gonna say like weirdly authentic. And just leave it at that. It has an asterisk next to it.
Okay.
I don't got one on this one. I don't got a good one. I mean, bold because they sold it a year in advance.
The Peak Award.
Yeah, we're gonna get into that.
I'm new to this, so I don't know what you're doing.
Oh, yeah.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
things have changed since.
I thought
left.
you listened to us still, Josh.
If I've seen the movie, then yes, but
if-
if not, then probably not.
We have started giving like little nothing burger awards at the start of the film. If
okay.
there's one
Funny
that comes to
awards.
mind.
Lo-
I'll be
longest-
honest though, I didn't have a good one for this one.
Okay,
though.
I got one now.
You got one now? Okay.
Longest third act ever.
Longest third act ever. That's pretty accurate. That's there. So, do you have an accolade you'd like to throw at the wall for this one?
This might be the most water I've seen in a movie.
Most
lot of water.
Most water
Josh
in a
was
movie.
like sprinting to the bathroom after.
I was. Yeah, I made the mistake of not using the bathroom before the movie, and then could not find a good time to get up to go to the bathroom.
Do you guys get like that like groin area pain? Like I feel like my body locks in and will hold the pee in, but like it just
Oh, I was
it
in
hurts.
pain.
Yeah.
By the end of the
I
movie.
start thinking about like, I don't have to pee. Then I'm like, well, what do I do?
The
Yeah,
worst
exactly,
was
yeah.
like the
And then you're like,
palace
I-
That's the
scenes.
worst because you're like, what if I feel like it's coming?
That little
The
waterfall
palace
trickling.
scene, there was constantly water trickling in the background. And I was like, oh my gosh.
You can hear it really well with the audio too.
Yeah.
Oh, that's really
Yeah.
funny.
Most water in a movie. That would be my.
I was trying to think like movies with more water and like water.
Titanic would be
Water
more-
World comes to mind.
Aquaman.
You know what? Aquaman has a surprising amount of non-water scenes, but there's quite a
Yeah.
few.
But it's like
But you're right; it's up there.
Yeah.
It's,
The Titanic would probably be more water scenes.
yeah.
but-
Pirates of the
Finding
Caribbean.
Nemo.
Well,
yeah.
okay.
Pirates of the
All right.
Caribbean. That's a lot of water.
Yeah,
That is true.
You know what? Let's just shoot a bunch of holes in Josh's
That's the next. That's the
accolade real quick.
next. Shoot the holes and it sinks like a boat in water.
Yep.
That's the next tier list. Water movies.
Like a boat.
Water-related movies.
Well, yeah.
That's such a broad category.
Got Pirates.
Water
Nemo.
level from Mario 64.
What way of the water?
That's a good
F
level.
tier.
That is a good level.
That's good music.
All right. Well, let's dive into this thing then
Water.
here. Water. Man, I was thinking so Josh, since it's been a while since you've been here, we still sometimes do the favorite scene, least favorite scene thing, but then we also just kind of talk over the plot, then the audio, then the video and things like that and kind of make our way down. Make sure we talk about those things before we get to the rubric. I'm going to jump ahead and just say the visuals in this movie.
Unbelievable.
Top notch.
Chef's kiss.
Unbelievable. It's like not trying to do too much, but in doing that, it does much.
It's just got a level, of just like class to it that just looks really good.
Like Troy, like isn't huge, but it feels more grand because it looks like a real city. If that makes sense, you know what I mean. It's not trying to make it like this
Cartoony.
cartoonishly huge city, but like it makes it feel more grounded, I guess.
So I was going to ask if everyone had a favorite shot or favorite moment, and mine was easily two back to back. One was when he drops the lantern off the
Yeah,
ledge,
that was
so
cool.
and it
good.
hits the
That
ground,
is
and you
so
see all the
good.
soldiers. And then the next one, they get the gates open, and it's the men. First off, it's silent for 1 second. Then the men yell, and then you just see Agamemnon just standing
Or
there.
farming,
Just
and they all
or- yeah,
run in
or
after
farming,
him.
yeah.
Yes, that was amazing. I really liked the when you see the shadow of the Cyclops go in, and then he closes the rock, and it just turns dark, and then everyone's looking around. Then you see the hand just
Yeah.
The Cyclops looked so good.
Oh, he
that's
did.
a
Freaky.
puppet.
Yeah.
Is it a puppet?
It's a puppet, and the only thing they CGI'd is they covered up the strings and like covered up some of like the puppet joints.
Wait a second.
Really?
I thought a man like just acted that out in front of a green screen or something.
I think they
looking
might
it
have
up.
done like face stuff, but like I looked up a picture of it. There's a giant puppet.
Parts of it maybe were giant puppet, but I feel like when
it's
it was,
it's a legit puppet.
it was weird looking. Like
It was crazy.
I was,
They instead of green screens, Nolan's team built a towering, fully mechanical, 60-foot animatronic puppet used.
So like they covered up his joints and stuff, but like that's what they made.
that's so cool actually.
Crazy.
That's terrifying.
love that.
That's gonna be worth a lot of money someday.
Yeah.
Dude, someone's gonna have that puppet like head in their basement, like those movie collector buffs.
Yeah, this is the Cyclops head from the Odyssey.
The Nolan one.
Oh, okay, different. I scrolled down the Google images. Apparently, the one from guy from SpongeBob is also real.
Okay.
The Cyclops from
Stop it.
That's really funny.
SpongeBob movie.
Josh, did you have a favorite shot or moment or scene?
The scene where they're breaking out of the horse in Troy and like they're just like singly coming down out of the belly and it's like so I don't know. It was shot really well.
It was.
Something on the visuals though, I read today. This was the first Hollywood movie that was ever shot entirely on an IMAX camera. Every scene, I guess, was shot with an IMAX.
I didn't know that. So, like Oppenheimer, other Nolan stuff wasn't entirely IMAX.
I guess not. Yeah.
Interesting.
And yeah, all the most all the effects were practical. The horse itself. Just take a guess on how much the horse weighed.
Oh, the big giant
The
horse.
big giant horse.
2,000 pounds.
That's a single ton. No,
I'm gonna go 5 tons.
I was gonna go like 5-6 tons.
8,000 pounds.
Okay,
Ooh.
so is that 4 tons?
4 tons.
4 tons. We were overshot a little bit. Yeah,
Dang.
it was.
And when they were pulling it up the beach, that's actual people pulling the horse.
I
That's
believe
what
it.
Not mechanics. It's people.
I
saw-
believe it.
I think it was John Bernthal did an interview. He's talking about like Christopher Nolan stuff, and he's like, I remember asking him like a few days before, like, how you gonna do the horse? And he was like, I don't know. And then they just kind of figured that out, I guess. So.
And they built multiples, not just one,
Wow.
Dang.
because they had them in different locations.
Knowing Nolan, they really put all the cast in the horse. When
They
were
actually
moving.
drowned those two guys. They mentioned
Those people died.
that was real. Yeah.
I was just gonna say, be like, all right, we're about to shoot the scene where we move the horse. He's like, everyone get in, and they're like, it's gonna be way easier to move if they're not in there. That's the point.
I'm all about authenticity. You got a lot.
He's just filling bags with sand and throwing it in the horse. He's like, bull.
Yeah, I guess when it was buried in the ocean and like the waves were coming up and it was like destroying it because
my gosh.
the waves were like ripping it to shreds, and so the props people had to like figure out how to fix it really fast between shots to keep the pieces on.
It looked good.
It did
looked
look
really
good.
good.
It looked
Yeah.
amazing.
It's the only time that I've ever heard that story and given it some form of like, yeah, that probably could have happened. Because normally when you hear the story, it's like
They wheeled it up in front of the gate and like
Yeah.
knock and then
Yeah.
hop
just
in real
left
quick.
it there. Yeah. It's like, there's no way that happened.
Yeah.
Like that's
No,
stupid.
I think it's confirmed not real. I think it was all that's a myth.
Really? I mean, I
sure.
believe it.
Yeah.
But like
Yeah.
also,
Trojan War was real, but I don't think the horse is real. I could be wrong.
I don't know.
I don't
Yeah.
know. But like, I'm with you. Either they wheeled it up or like just them stabbing it added a level of authenticity
Yeah.
of them like looking for it. And that was, oh man, that was good. Like it goes in that one guy's arm and he tries not to scream and they're
covering the guy.
wiping the blood
Yeah.
off.
Yeah.
I would
Clutch
have been,
move from that guy.
I would have been the guy that had the anxiety attack and tried to sprint out there towards the end.
Yeah.
That would have been me full selling right at the end.
Yeah, would have ruined it.
Oh man, that was a good scene too. Weirdly enough, my least favorite shot, visually speaking, happens right as they're dropping out of the horse. So like they drop out, and then he walks up, he kills one guy, he like covers his mouth, stabs him. They do it to another guy. One guy gets tackled from the side,
Oh.
and they roll down the stairs, and he's
It's
just
just
silent.
silent.
He just goes.
Also,
It's like ragdoll to
No
knock around.
armor
And I was-
clanking or
no
nothing.
armor clanks. You don't hear the spear drop. The guy doesn't even go, ah.
no,
Like, you tackle me from the side in the middle of the night, I'm going, ah.
there was I caught this during that part where when they stab one of the guards with the spear, they stab him with the wrong end.
Really?
Oh,
Yeah.
The fight choreo in this movie was rough.
Could have been better in some
was-
parts.
I'm like, I did a double take. I just happened to look. I'm like,
Oh.
that's the wrong end.
I love when my things are on do not disturb, but telemarketers can call through.
Really?
How does that happen, Josh? What magic do they have that I don't that they can do that? That's crazy. Anyways, yeah, no, there's the fight choreo. I didn't see the guy get stabbed at the wrong end. There was a couple moments of like, I made fun of the scene in The Last Jedi. It kind of suffered from that of like,
being really good.
sure. Like one person would run in, like their spear or sword would be where it could kill someone, and then instead of just stabbing, they like raise it above their head, and then like they get countered Assassin's Creed style, just stuff like that. That didn't necessarily break the immersion, but it definitely I wished we could have got some more grounded combat.
Yeah.
The scene towards the end. We never said spoilers. Spoilers for the story of the Odyssey.
Odyssey.
Wow.
Yeah.
There's a moment towards the end where there's like 13 different men holding down Odysseus and kicking him, and he does like an anime move where he stands up and moves his arms out and they all fall off of him, and then he grabs the axes that are bolted together and just starts spinning.
Tornado time.
And people are like running into the end of it.
Dude, he's the Odyssey. He's Odysseus.
He's the Odyssey.
He's the
Yeah.
Odyssey.
That was a really goofy, dumb moment as well.
Yeah.
But
Okay, so I got another good little fact here. The pig scene wasn't CG either.
Yeah, that was all
they really
clay.
morphed all those men.
Yes,
I heard
they did.
that.
Yeah. No, like they made a bunch of practical like effects and clever camera angles.
Yeah.
Animatronic heads and prosthetics.
I kind of assumed that they were doing something practical with it there. Ooh, that was
Even
that was
I
a
read even the
difficult scene to watch.
Yeah, that one was crazy. People really want him to do a horror movie after this because the horror.
I hope
stuff in
Clayface
here-
is like that when it comes out
Yes,
later.
that's what
this
I
year.
thought of. I'm like, this feels like what I would want Clayface to be. But
It was
apparently, also the sea monster. I think some of it was CGI, but they did actually like
Get a real sea monster.
Well, yeah, I was gonna say, when they took him off the boat, that was stuntmen strapped to like a tentacle, and they yoinked them up in the sky.
That's cool.
Yeah,
that's cool. I
Real whirlpool. They found one in the middle of the ocean.
Yep. Actually, no. Okay. Apparently,
No way. No way.
Okay. Apparently, they had jet skis go in a circle and then touched it up with CGI. Touched it up, but
Really?
or
how
computers.
fast the jet skis got to go? There's no way they made that whirlpool.
I don't know if it was like that, but apparently, like the edge, I think was.
No,
I was
the-
gonna say you get a couple of like higher powered jet skis going in a big circle. It can churn up a lot of water.
It's confirmed exactly what they said.
Oh my gosh,
insane.
dude! Nolan
you
is
can churn up a lot of water with a jet ski.
Nolan's an absolute legend.
You gotta appreciate the drive.
Yeah.
That's my favorite part. The part about him.
His whole thing was he wanted as little CG as possible.
It makes it more
It lasts. It doesn't date it.
the spectacle too. Like just going to see like how did he even pull this off?
Well, and
I mean, it just makes it impressive.
There'll be a documentary about how the making of this movie at some point.
Oh yeah.
good.
a couple
yeah.
other things too that I thought were really weird but interesting. There was 5,300 different costumes in this movie. 91 days of filming over 6 different countries.
Jeez,
They filmed
And it was $250 million budget.
that feels low.
Seems so low.
So like it begs
Pixar
the,
movies cost that sometimes.
it begs the question: the biggest hurdle, like the biggest part of the budget in a lot of these films, is CG. Everyone, from what I can tell, vibes more with practical effects and stuff like this than
Yeah,
they
I
ever
think
did with
so,
CG. Why are we wasting all our money on CG?
Easier.
It's
More
Is it
expensive, but
easier?
easier.
I was-
More expensive, but easier.
Yeah, you don't have
guess.
to hire a bunch
But
of
not as cool.
practical
You don't have
effects
to effort,
props
maybe.
people.
Yeah.
Yes.
Unless your movie is something like Doctor Strange. There's no way to make that without. Now, watch Nolan make a Doctor Strange film.
dude,
He's
don't
like, I
Strange
found real
next."
wizards.
Yeah.
I would love for Nolan to take a crack at Doctor Strange or something like that.
He comes
Back
back.
DC,
He's like,
let him do a Marvel movie.
I thought the mirror dimension, we wanted that to be as authentic as possible. So we actually shattered the fabric of reality.
We created Dormammu by summoning a real demon from another world.
Only Nolan. No, I appreciate the spectacle. Some of my favorite moments in a theater, like Interstellar, this movie, Oppenheimer, even Tenet. Like, I know that movie was like a mild flop, but like I loved seeing that in a theater. He just does really good theatrical releases. Like
He has a lot of ambition, what I think is what That's really exciting. I don't know.
Yeah.
More than anyone else. And he wants to make you go to the theater.
I never saw Dunkirk. That was the other one that
I've not seen Dunkirk either.
No.
But
I'm surprised you haven't.
I know.
Like that's right up your alley.
it's a war movie, isn't it?
Yeah.
Which is why I didn't watch it. I here's the problem. Some war movies are really good. Is it 1912?
1917.
1917. It's good. I probably won't watch it again, but it was really good.
I love 19.
You know
That's
war,
a great movie.
A war
is a great
movie,
movie.
that
Yeah.
flew under the radar. It came out about less than a year ago. Was Nuremberg?
You told me
talking
about
about
that.
that,
You
yeah.
and Kirsten said you watched
Yeah,
that.
really good.
My problem with most war movies is it's like, I know how this ends.
Yeah. Well, I mean,
And-
you know how this one ended too. So.
Within reason, but
Yeah.
like there's changes.
Yeah, there was an adaptation.
You know, and then like I guess I've just overseen people dying in like a war, like a World War
Yeah.
II fashion. World War II movies, especially.
Nuremberg, I think you would like because it's in the war. It's the aftermath and it's the Nuremberg trials. So
That's
it's
cool.
all dialogue and everything.
There's a trailer for one that came out recently.
The
That just-
Brendan Fraser one.
Yeah, where he's like the weather.
Oh, yeah.
that
for
came
D-Day.
came and went already.
What?
Yeah.
It came out back
That
in
came out
May.
a while ago.
Was it good?
I didn't see it.
Let's watch it. Let's do it. So, did you see a trailer for that,
No,
Josh?
I didn't.
Yeah,
It
pressure.
was they're getting ready to do D-Day, but they're saying like there was a potential, I don't know if it was a hurricane or a storm or what.
Yeah.
They're like, if this hits, we're dead. Like we're dead in the water.
Yeah.
So it's them trying to decide when to do it, but obviously they can't just like start having weathermen give their predictions because it's a secret. And it looked interesting.
Yeah, I've heard those stories before. That was legitimate, like actually happened.
Yeah.
but
I've
I've never seen that.
I like
trailer.
stuff like that. Yeah.
I saw a meme the other day, or I think it was today. It said between The Martian, Saving Private Ryan, and the Odyssey, Hollywood has spent like $1 billion trying to save Matt Damon.
He's always getting stuck. He's always getting stuck.
This man. Dude, The Martian worth it though.
The Martian. That's a great movie.
You know what?
Remember when we went and saw In the Heart of the Sea instead of The Martian?
Oh my gosh. Unbelievable decision. We traded Peak for the most boring movie I've ever seen in a theater.
Someone tried to
So
say
boring.
recently that they thought that because we were on a youth trip that Toby and Becky didn't pick that movie because of Matt Damon's butt being in
That's
it.
what I said. That's what I thought it was.
But I talked with them at one point. They're like, no, like we mentioned going to see The Martian, and a bunch of the younger kids said they wanted to go see like the sea monster movie. So we said, all right.
Wow.
Like, oh, but none of us could have known it was going to be that bad.
But like that
That's
could
so
be one of the
boring.
worst decisions in movie history.
Our
No.
group.
Yeah.
that was so bad. And also the theater had the blasting AC in the back. You couldn't even hear the movie.
Oh, I didn't remember
And
that.
it was
I don't remember this.
also that movie had Tom Holland in it.
Did
Before he was Spider-Man. I didn't even realize
Really?
that.
Had
yeah.
Thor in it.
He was that annoying little kid.
Oh.
Huh. I didn't know that.
Do you think that Zendaya and Tom Holland have it in their contract that if one of them's in a movie, the other one has to be?
Maybe. They probably gonna have a lot of PDA accusations on,
feel like
on
they're-
file.
She's been in stuff without him. Surely he's been in stuff without
Yeah,
her, right?
she was in Dune and he's not in Dune.
Was she in Uncharted? What else has he done lately?
He wasn't Uncharted. He's
She was
a little
not
occupied.
Oh, because she was in what is it called? It was the movie Pattinson. Zendaya and Pattinson were in it.
Dune?
No.
Oh, the one with the
marriage
shooter?
thing, the marriage movie,
The drama.
the
drama, yeah.
Was that any
Okay.
good?
Really good.
I wanted to see that. Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know. It would be funny if they did though. I hope they make it. I don't know why.
Yeah.
Like they're just
They've been dating a
They
while.
just seem like a wholesome couple.
they're a
They've
cute,
been dating since like Far From Home.
Yeah.
wholesome Hollywood couple that I
Seems
hope
like it from the outside.
makes it.
Hopefully stays that way.
Tom Holland for a while there was talking about like retiring
They're married.
because
They're
I knew
married?
they're married.
I didn't realize they were married.
Oh yeah, no,
I
they're
didn't-
married.
I didn't
Sorry.
know.
He said, I hope they make it like they.
I mean, like, I hope that they,
Continue
'cause
on.
they are married. I mean, I hope that they, like, you see so many Hollywood couples get married, and then 2 to 5 to 10 years later, if they're really good, tragedy strikes, you know?
Yeah.
So, like, I hope that, like, when I'm old and dying, that I can be like, oh, look at them. They're still together.
I remember when the Odyssey came out.
and
The second time.
If
Sometime.
I
and my
remember,
friend almost peed his pants in the theater.
I remember July 2026 when Zendaya and Tom Holland were not in one but two big movies of the year.
That's true.
Man.
Classic.
Dude,
You know,
all right.
people complain when they see Zendaya and stuff now, and then
She's a good actress.
She's good.
she's good.
It's called
and
a movie star, bro.
And I did a little bit of digging into it.
Diddle?
People, I diddled.
You
No,
diddled?
nope. I mean, Zendaya is, she is fine, you know. No, I did a little bit of digging into it, and people were just like, well, it's not even necessarily her. It's just she's in everything. We're just over it. And I'm like, it's because she's good.
What's the one guy who was
Pedro Pascal.
Pedro Pascal.
Same thing.
Everything.
He's
For a
he's
little
a
while.
solid actor.
He's a good actor.
Yeah.
It's a movie star.
So people are burnt out on Zendaya. Is it Zendaya? Someone told me it's Zendaya.
Zendaya.
It's Zendaya.
I've
Zendaya
only ever heard
is
of
Michi.
Zendaya.
Zendaya sounds like you're trying to be like artsy for no reason.
Yeah.
How to pronounce?
There is if it's Zendaya, then the whole planet's saying it wrong. I never heard a single.
I
person
heard
say
someone
that.
say Zendaya the other day, and
Well, they need to get their.
Do they have
I
an accent?
questioned myself. Zendaya is pronounced Zendaya. Okay, true.
Now we know.
Now we know.
Beyonce or Beyonce?
It's Bianca.
Bianca.
You know what? Let's talk about the plot here for just a second before we get up on the weeds on how hot Zendaya is. Also, Calypso mommy milfy lady.
I disagree. I don't find Charlize Theron attractive.
I thought she was mildly attractive.
I thought she was. I don't know what it
No.
was.
I mean, like,
And Hathaway.
And dude,
That's a different story.
someone in the car said Anne Hathaway was only 40. Hold
she's
up.
43 years old. Looked
That's
it
kind
up.
of crazy.
Oh, did we look it up in the car?
Yeah.
That just feels.
And she's pregnant, I'm pretty sure.
Yeah, so she's pregnant at the premiere for this movie.
Good for her.
There's a few people that just like age so gracefully that it's insane. Anne Hathaway,
Paul Rudd.
Paul Rudd. Who's the other?
Brad Pitt's honestly hotter than he was.
Sandra Bullock. Keanu
Jennifer
Reeves.
Aniston.
Keanu Reeves ages well. Jennifer Aniston also doesn't age.
There's
Willem Dafoe.
I don't know. Willem
I don't
Dafoe
know.
looks like an
Willem
old
Dafoe
man.
is one of those that's always looked old
Hey,
to me.
listen.
But he's a good-looking
It's
old
the
man.
Steve Martin thing where it's like if you've always looked old,
Yeah.
then he looks like you've aged gracefully.
That's
Yeah.
like a
True.
Danny DeVito.
Hopefully that applies to me.
good-looking man.
Fingers crossed.
What?
He said, if you look old, then you age gracefully. I said, hopefully that applies to me.
It's like-
Yes.
I think Adam Sandler looks better now that he's older.
I think Jack Black
Yeah.
looks better with the big beard.
Yeah.
I would agree.
Yeah.
They've just kind of grown into their image a
Yeah.
little bit too. Where I was like, the
plot.
Calypso was hot, and so was the plot. You guys, we're all mostly familiar with the Odyssey. They definitely made a few changes.
I mean, it's the second best adaptation of it,
what is the first?
the Simpsons version.
Oh, I was gonna say every piece of Western media ever is based off the Odyssey. Like
Jingle All the Way.
SpongeBob.
Jingle All the Way, SpongeBob. Like I don't think people realize how many movies and books are what they call the hero's journey, just kind of ripped straight from the Iliad and the Odyssey. Do you feel like they changed too much? They didn't change enough? Did they make it interesting? Like, what are your guys' thoughts on
I
that?
thought they did a good job bringing all like the iconic moments everyone knows from the story to the screen, and it looked really good.
Yeah.
Like I was curious how they were going to do the pig thing, and I'm like, I was
so good.
blown away on that.
So good.
Yeah.
The Cyclops, blown away on it.
I didn't remember what is her Circe's or whatever her name is, the witch that turned them into pigs. I didn't remember that part, so I was a little shocked by that. I wish I would have seen the sirens. I don't know why. I wish they would have like.
You wanted to see some titty?
No,
Yeah, I get it. Me too, Josh. Me too.
I just wanted to see his adaptation of like what his siren.
They looked like hot mermaid ladies, but they were just at a distance.
I like
Yeah.
that we
See, I
didn't hear
didn't
the
remember me seeing them.
You see,
I thought it was just fog.
you see some
You
tails.
saw women like silhouettes in the fog.
Yeah.
Okay,
But
I
not
just
like,
missed
you
that.
couldn't really get a good look
They
at them.
looked topless, but yeah, like Jonah said, you sadly couldn't get a.
Yeah, no.
I do like that we didn't get to like hear like a song.
Yeah, it was just
You
like
just-
flute kind of.
Yeah, you just get to like imagine what it is.
Well,
There was
yeah.
a little bit at the beginning. There was some little like, but like, you
was
didn't really
good.
hear the whole
That was
thing.
good.
I want that edit
We'll
though
see.
of dang Clips of Dover playing.
I looked at Jonah at one point when he put the wax in his ear, and like half the theater audio went like
Yeah.
panned, muffled, and then that was really good.
Lit.
It was so cool.
That was really cool.
Then they did opposite when they took it out.
Yeah, that was cool. Talking about the plot, I feel
Wet.
like
I guess from when I took a drink earlier. Yeah.
that scene brings up a point. One of my few complaints about this is I feel like this movie did not do a good job of showing how incredibly smart Odysseus was, and sometimes in this movie he comes off as a little bit of a prick.
He looks like an incompetent leader at some point. Like,
Yeah.
he's
That's
just
what-
getting his guys killed.
A lot
so
of people
like
were complaining about that because he's like, in a lot of the adaptations, he's an arrogant, like war leader, general. I know what's going on. I know what's happening.
I'm
and in this
him.
one, he was much more reserved, second guessing.
Charismatic.
he was just kind of there.
He was just there, and more hands off. I feel like.
Yeah. See, from what I remember from reading the Odyssey as a kid was he was like his ego did get people killed. Like I remember him shooting the arrow at the Cyclops. Honestly, good rage bait from the Cyclops in this movie. I would also be like, man, screw you, dude. But I do remember like the siren song. I remember him being like, this one is he has a little more charisma than. But I remember in the book, at least the translation we read, he was like, well, I want to be the one to hear him, so I'm not gonna cover my ears. And it's kind of almost like his man card would be dinged if he didn't hear the siren song.
In this one?
In the book.
Oh, in the book.
In the book. I remember him making a lot more of like I have to.
Well, then
have to be the one to hear it. Yeah.
Then maybe that is accurate. I felt like he kind of just came off as a prick pretty often in this movie, and when he wasn't being a prick, he was just incompetent.
Yeah.
Which I don't know.
It's like Cole Phelps in the Army flashbacks of L.A. Noire.
Yes. What an obscure
reference.
3 people will get that besides
don't know
us.
what that
But
is.
you're
If
totally
you play
right.
L.A. Noire, you'll know what I mean. Though.
You're so right. L.A. Noire is a peak game, Josh. You should play it.
I've heard it referenced several times from you guys, but I've never played it.
It is.
I've not played it either, but
so
I've heard about it. I've
chef's
seen the
kiss.
memes.
When it came out, it had this new technology called
is aged-
facial expressions.
aged gracefully.
And now every game has facial expressions. But back then, this game had facial expressions, and that was a big deal. And you could use those to determine whether people. But here's the problem: it'd be like, "Did you murder this man?" And then they'd go,
Yeah.
"We'll start making the most,
I think he's telling the truth.
the most crazy faces you've ever seen."
But yeah, that's part of the plot of it is his time in the war, and he's a terrible leader.
Okay.
Dang.
Huh.
And then it has a terrible ending,
It does have a terrible ending.
bad,
Not thrilled with the ending. Kirsten
Yeah.
was not thrilled with it either. She just played through it.
it's really bad. Yeah, that ruins a really good game.
Anyway, though,
Anyways, the
Plot of
Odyssey.
this movie, yeah. So I would have liked to have seen either more or less magic. I know that sounds really dumb. So they open up, it's like a world bereft of magic. They open it up with this is high magic. I think we see magic happen twice. They cut the magic bag, the bag of wind. We don't see any of the gods, but yet the little bit of magic we kept, I don't know, I would have liked more or less.
We saw Athena.
yeah,
That's true. Yeah.
See visions of Athena, yeah.
Zendaya's character is Athena.
I know, visions of Athena.
Oh,
That's
okay,
what I
yeah.
said, yeah.
But I don't think he meets any gods in the story, does he? Besides the god the winds, I think he's a god.
I don't think he does either. I would have liked to have seen more you could construe the ship breaking at the end as bad luck. They just got caught in a storm. They imply that it was the gods, and because it's Greek mythology, we attribute it to the gods. I would have liked more ginormous tidal wave lightning rips the boat in half.
Yeah.
Something along that lines.
Yeah.
Or make it more grounded and do away with the witches and actually. But I would prefer more magic personally because the
I
other
mean,
way.
you live in a world where a Cyclops,
Cyclops is a beast,
a dang sea monster,
yeah,
that is legit.
beast once again, yeah,
I kind of liked it because it was you start out with it's a grounded Greek war, and then when you see the Cyclops, then it's holy cow, and then all this shenaniganizing stuff happens.
This
but-
world is going crazy.
yeah,
I would have liked more magic.
The dang river Styx over here, land of the dead over here.
Yeah, also
was sick,
they
yeah.
were go to where the fire meets the ice, and it's just a sandy beach.
Yeah,
is-
that was
You saw
weird.
fire away in the back.
I
but-
wanted more spectacle of that.
That's kind of what I'm saying. I would have liked more magic.
I want you to be in an actual volcano.
You could have had a river of lava and an iceberg up against each other, and he goes, yeah, that would have worked.
I'm saying.
But then the problem is Nolan would have been all right, we really got to get
gotta
lava,
Find a real
and I'm going to
volcano.
import an authentic iceberg.
No, I think
Find the one that sunk the
I
Titanic.
think
Yeah.
Simpsons Odyssey did it best with River Styx because they play "Come Sail Away" as they're going down it.
Nice,
Pretty good.
classic.
It wasn't even a river in this one. Just
No.
sand.
It was weird.
I do
It
love
was
that.
like a lava beach.
Yeah,
Ashy
saltpeter or
dunes.
something like
Yeah.
that.
Yeah, I didn't like that. That's probably the one thing I didn't like shot wise from it. I didn't like the vibe of that.
Yeah, it was all
Dude,
right.
I love that.
I thought you
love
could have
that
done it
part.
better.
You could have
Yeah.
done it better. I agree with that.
The guy coming out of the ground, he's like,
That was good. I loved that. He
Yeah.
just also my favorite
"You
part.
will die."
My favorite
Well, you
part
won't
is
die, actually.
as he was leaving, he was like, blah 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 blah. They're going to kill you, and then he dives.
Yeah.
He like rears his head back and like throws himself
Your
forward
ops
into the
are
ground.
here for you, Odysseus.
Like goes into the ground. That guy was creepy.
Yes.
Yeah. You will die. Well, I keep saying that. You
Was
won't
that Thessalonicus, they said? I'm bad with names.
I don't know.
die. No, no.
especially
Whoever
bad with
Cersei told him to go talk to.
Yeah.
Sure.
Yeah.
Wasn't Hades, which makes me sad.
Could have
But-
got Disney Hades.
Disney Hades.
That's it.
Oh,
The
man.
blue flame hair.
Odysseus, you gotta.
If they had Hades show up and it
Jake-
wasn't Jeff Goldblum, that would have been
Awesome.
really good.
Classic.
No, and like there's a couple times going back to the plot thing. Sorry about him being a leader. There's a few times that his men just kind of had it coming. Like his men were the problem.
Yeah, like,
Yeah.
like you
don't
know
eat the cows.
that was the
How
biggest
hard
one.
is that to do?
Yeah.
I mean, I don't know. I guess
You're
if I was
starving.
starving,
You're starving. But also, he didn't want to land there, you know. So, like going back to like what Jonah said,
true.
You know, his character kind of flippy floppy, like, and I didn't get a strong impression.
Yeah.
They were
but
just
like,
over him by the end of it.
they do
Yeah.
imply that like the sea monster and the cows, like that was inevitable. Like they couldn't. He couldn't. That was fate. That was kind of like the thing they say at the end is like, you know, you can't avoid fate. That's why he gets home is because like you can't avoid fate. You just got to accept that what happens to you. And then he's like, I'm just gonna lay here. And then he gets home.
Yeah,
Yep.
So
it's valid.
I want to know what he would have done if like oh yeah, go towards the whirlpool, and then they listen to him.
Okay.
yeah.
I think I said that in the van. I don't know if they still do content. The how it should have ended YouTube series.
Oh.
Is
They
it?
still make stuff.
I want to see a how it should have ended where he's like, we should go towards Charybdis. So like, all right.
And then he's like fretting over here, like, uh oh.
Start sweating.
He's over here like I could drift around
Didn't mean
that.
it, guys. I didn't mean it.
I also I remember watching a movie of the Odyssey. Maybe it was different. We talked about this a little bit, but I remember the whirlpool and the island was different. The Calypso's island. So I remember they go to Calypso's island before everybody dies, and then Calypso's like they eat the lotus flowers and they're like in trance. And then in the movie, there Calypso's like, "Sleep with me, Odysseus, or I won't let your men go," or whatever. And then he has to do it, and he's all sad. And then I remember they get on the road, and then I remember like them in the whirlpool, and that's what kills all of his men is a whirlpool. But there's so many different translations, you know, who knows?
I remember them being on the island, men on.
I remember he was not the only one on the island, on the Calypso's island.
Were Odysseus' first men on Calypso's island. Ancient Greek mythology does not state Odysseus was the first man on Calypso. Oh, wait, this is not. Oh, it Googled, was Odysseus the first man? I'll look that later. I remember that too.
Yeah.
I remember because like
It's
everyone
like
was
they're blackmailed him, basically.
partying it up.
Yeah.
Right? Yeah. So, but like I also could be mixing that with Percy Jackson. So who knows?
True.
Yeah. That's just how our brain.
I was also, I haven't read that in probably 12 years.
Yeah. Would we say which is the better adaptation of the Odyssey, Percy Jackson or this? Because I'm going Percy Jackson.
That's a tough one. I haven't seen Percy Jackson also since I was a little child.
Have you read the books?
I don't know
No.
that I've ever seen Percy Jackson.
The
I've
books,
seen the first one.
The books are good. Movies, Books, really
the books.
shockingly good for like a kids series. Got me very into Greek mythology as a kid for all of like 1 year, in like 7th or 8th grade.
I have heard this story about how I guess there's a part in the book where they're in the St. Louis Arch, and they're at the top and something attacks them, and then the book says Percy Jackson jumps out of the arch into the river, and then a bunch of people were like to the author, they're like, "Hey, like how that's a big jump."
That's a long
and then
jump.
he was just like, "I'm gonna be honest, guys, I thought it was like right there." and then in the Disney Plus show, they had to make it to where he jumps out of the arch, and then the like ocean, I guess, comes out and like grabs him, and then pulls
That's
him
pretty
into the
funny.
water. So
I don't remember that in the book because it's been a long time.
yeah, it was something like that where the author was just like, "I'm gonna be honest, I thought it was way closer."
That's
Or
really
something like
funny.
that. Yeah,
Rick Riordan doing zero research. He's like, "What's the arch,
like it's by the river. Yeah, it was right there. The river's right
Mississippi?
there.
I can spell that."
I can spell that.
That's funny. That's good. That plot wise, there's not too much else to talk about.
No, I mean it's.
yeah, I think
the
it's-
story.
they
is the
really
story.
they really focused on Penelope in this one.
I loved. This might be controversial. I loved the final act because there's just so many awesome moments. Like, dude, whoever's idea it was to do the bow thing, where
With
he
the
plucks it and the music goes dong. Dude,
That was so
lit.
So good.
And then,
So good.
like him coming home, he like finally lets his dog rest, and then his son recognizes him, and then the guy is like, "You're Odyssey," and then it goes into the.
That was
guy's
a
neck.
cool
was really
shot.
good.
That was
right there.
fantastic.
Robert Pattinson is being the worst.
Yes, the worst guy ever. He's a
He
coward.
was,
He's
yeah.
like, "Use the swords, use the swords."
Use the spears.
Yeah. And then it just very emotionally satisfying conclusion to me. And I like the whole thing at the end where he's like fighting fate the whole time, and then he's like he accepts that things happen, and then he gets home almost. I was a cool like. Also, I like the whole like you find out they're the men of the sea. And I felt like I don't know if that was in the original story, but I felt like it added like a modern little societal lesson. You know, treat others the way you want to be treated. Don't forsake that.
Yeah.
So,
Wait, what? Hold up. They were the men of the sea? Did I miss something?
Yeah, so they say at the beginning of the movie, they're like, there's men at sea that violate Zeus's law of like treat strangers.
Yeah, they're
going
going
to
to come here and destroy Ithaca and like
and but they're immoral.
Yeah.
And then they find out that basically they're the men from the sea because they went into Troy, went into someone's home with a gift and used the law of Zeus to cause death to people.
yeah. So
But-
then the story of that
It's
traveled through the world and
They are the men of the sea.
they
It
are
is
now, they are the
spiraled
men of the
into this.
Wasn't. Oh, I guess I heard that line, but I didn't fully. I thought he was like saying we are like the men of the sea.
I think
That's not the way I took
John-
it.
Not you guys, they are.
John Berthal's character, whatever king he was, while Odysseus was on Calypso's island, made a comment that the attacks are getting closer and closer to his land.
Yeah.
I
I
guess
guess
they-
that could just be like rumor. You know what I mean? Like
I guess, yeah. But if that is what I guess I do like that. I misinterpreted that, but I would agree with you. I do like that.
Yeah. I like that. It was cool. Like,
Yeah, I
cool little changes the movie a little bit
yeah.
at the end. I like that a lot.
I was gonna say I had mixed feelings on how they handled Penelope. Like there were moments where her like I'm convinced Odysseus is alive and I'm gonna wait for him came through, but then there's a lot of other moments where she's like, he might be dead and I might need to. I don't know. I got mixed vibes. Whereas how I remember the original mythos and like how I remember a lot of the retellings of it is that she was like, no, I know he is alive and I'm going to wait for him. And like that's actually why she does the axe thing because I think she just assumed he would just show up. You know, but
And this
maybe
one got the vibe. Yeah, she thought the stranger was Odysseus. She had a feeling, and then she starts to walk away when he can't string the bow, and she's like all upset. And then he does that, and then he's
Yeah.
like, "Close the door."
Bloop.
Yeah, dong.
that dong is so good.
That is
so
whoever
good.
needs a raise. Whoever came up with that.
I read an article before this movie came out that was like Christopher Nolan said no strings because they wanted this to be authentic, and I'm like, the Greeks had strings.
did they?
Yeah, they had like lyres and stuff. But
They were lying because there's strings in this.
and then there was most certainly strings in this. I
Yeah.
will say the guy who composed this,
Travis Scott.
no,
Some of it. Killer
Ludwig Göransson is just crushing it.
This guy's one of the greats now.
He's one of the greats now. I think he was I read somewhere he was trained by Hans Zimmer, and I don't know if that's true, but he apparently studied under Hans Zimmer.
I had a hard time hearing making out what some of the audio, like
heard he-
understanding what they were saying.
That's a Nolan thing.
I heard this guy built his like
He
instruments.
That's what I was gonna say. He made new instruments like that were supposed to
What?
be like a hybrid of like what?
I freaking can't with this movie.
Oh, okay. I
Everything
thought you
being
said-
authentic here.
yeah,
Yeah.
no, like that was what I was getting ready to bring up was Ludwig like because built his own.
Of course you did.
Yeah, that's what I heard. He built special instruments.
And it wasn't
Yeah.
necessarily supposed to be authentic Greek instruments. It was supposed to like replicate authentic Greek instruments.
Yeah.
And then we
Because
get Travis
Nolan was like,
Scott's-
I don't want
To be a
sweeping.
storyteller.
So what actually is Nolan said is I don't want like sweeping orchestra stuff. Like I
Yeah.
don't want like big romantic sweeping orchestral things. So the idea that there was no strings, my first thought was because one of the first things he does in this movie is goes. Dong, dong. And I went, well, that was a lot.
Dong, dong, dong,
And that brings me to my accolade and where I said this movie's weirdly authentic. There's some stuff they do that they're like, yeah, this is a big thing. We want to treat this with respect and the authenticity it deserves. And then they turn around and they're
Agamemnon is Darth Vader.
Yes.
Yeah. Which I love that.
He was pretty awesome.
He was awesome.
yeah. It doesn't not work though.
Yeah.
I
Like
think it works well.
all the stuff that he does that he wants to be authentic mostly fits together with the fantasy armor and the vibe of this movie.
Yeah.
In a way
Everything
that,
looks Greek.
yeah.
Even if it's maybe not authentic Greek, it looks Greek.
My only complaint is the pants. That's my.
They're not wearing tennis shoes. I looked at a picture of them. They're not wearing
There
tennis
was one
shoes.
scene
They're wearing
where
boots.
it was not. Yeah, okay, but that's why I said the boots kind of looked like tennis shoes. Like they didn't have boots.
The Greeks had boots.
I don't think so. I think they were sandals.
They had leather.
I could be wrong.
All the time?
Most of. I don't know. Here's the thing.
No, I'm looking it up now.
Some of the pants just, and this isn't like I'm not knocking a point for this, but some of the pants looked like joggers, and I wasn't a huge fan of that.
Oh, I like that. I thought they looked.
Yes.
Right.
They had several types of boots.
No, okay.
They had boot barn.
Boot barn. Yeah, they had the
They had it there.
they had the boot locker.
They had the boot barn.
I didn't like some of the
Boot
modern
carnival?
some of the modern dialogue felt kind of weird.
Yeah,
They kind of like forced it in. I get what they're trying to do. They want it to be like feel like a kind of like a modern telling of it, but also there's some like slangs. I'm like some phrases that they said. I'm like I don't really like that. I feel like you also jammed in the F word for no reason at times.
I didn't hear the
I
F
remember
word.
that.
When was the
I
F word?
remember it
Remember
at one
dropping the
point.
F word.
When was the F word?
That would have been during we were on this effing beach for
Oh yeah, he did say that, didn't he? Yeah.
7 years. Or
I
whatever.
didn't even hear that.
Yeah.
My brain just went.
Mark.
No, that kind of.
Desensitized.
I agree, Cole, because that's kind of what I'm saying. Like, there's times that they speak in prose, and it sounds very like how the Odyssey, I think, would
I think
be
they should have
translated.
committed to that. Commit to
then
one of them.
They would flip and start talking in modern slang.
Like Paige's character, Elliot Page's character.
Yeah.
Well, make sure you just add some stuff. Like it just feels very too modern.
3 times it got dropped.
Oh.
10 years on this effing beach.
I remember that one.
And then
There
one of
was
the
another
suitors tells the beggar to F off.
Oh, I remember
Yeah.
that one too. Yeah, yeah.
And the third is Odysseus actually says it during the climax. Let's get off this effing island.
I don't even remember that.
On when they're in Hades.
I don't know. Oh, it might be when they're running away.
from their dead brothers. Not dead brothers, dead men.
Yeah.
That kind of took me out of it a bit.
Yeah. I would agree. I didn't hear those words, but the idea of the language not being completely authentic
Like-
or completely new,
You got to pick one or the other. Don't switch between because then it's just confusing everybody.
you just got to commit and do the what was the new retelling, the Leo version of Romeo and Juliet. Where he's like,
I don't know about that. It would have been funny though.
he's like, hand me my longsword, ho, and then like,
No, that's a peak one.
and then like the limousine rolls down for there to be a giant sniper rifle that says
Yeah.
longsword on the side.
That's a
Like,
cool idea.
I love that movie. Actually,
There's
That's
some cool
the
ideas.
best
there.
version of Romeo and Juliet.
that
Yeah.
really might be.
There was honestly like one of the most memorable things from high school was we read Romeo and Juliet, and then they played that movie, the one where Romeo's friend dies and he gets shot in the Leo one, and then they played an older movie that was like actually set in Shakespeare times, and but there are people like laughing when he dies, like the vibes are off, there's no music, and it's like, it's the one's a different setting, but which one captures the vibe better? And it's
Yeah.
like the one with the funny gun guy is technically more accurate. you know?
The funny gun guy does my favorite. You know what? Let's talk. We're talking. It's actually in kind of what we're talking about because this movie makes some changes to try to make certain aspects of the story more impactful. The Leonardo version of Romeo and Juliet does my favorite thing that every version should do. In most of them, he thinks she's dead. He takes the poison, dies. She wakes up, sees he's dead, takes the poison, dies. In the Leonardo one, he thinks she's dead. He knocks back the poison. He's sitting there holding her, and she wakes up. And then she looks at him, and she's like, my love, or something stupid like that. And he's like, I'm sorry. And then he dies. And she has no clue why he died and didn't know he had taken the poison. And then she takes the poison. That's such a good twist.
Yeah.
Just literally having
a moment,
where they're both awake adds so much.
Yeah.
So I feel like majority of this movie, they added some stuff that was beneficial.
I personally have a problem with that. I felt like the modernizations they made didn't go too far to where it was it felt modern, but also it stayed really true to like the spirit of the story. So
Yeah. Yeah. Audio, though, Cole, going back to what you were saying, I agree. I think I said that to you as we were leaving. Like, there's a couple times I couldn't understand people, and I know that that's like the Nolan gas station special, but
I found it, maybe it's because it was an IMAX theater, I found it better than Oppenheimer.
It was-
and definitely better
Really?
than Tenet.
Cole,
Holy
you're not
moly,
going to like
Tenet's
me
bad.
saying this, but he built new cameras for this movie.
I did know about that.
He
Actually.
did. He did build, well, kind of. He worked with IMAX.
Well, that's why Tom Holland didn't feel like his performance was necessarily good because there was a lot of starting and stopping with these new cameras.
Yeah.
and he couldn't build any momentum. It felt like,
and you have very little film,
Yeah.
probably. So
I do feel like in the first half, especially, some of the dialogue was very rushed and clipped. Like, when I start a sentence in Innocence, there's a pause before the next thing happens. And this one was like, we got to go here and do this. No, we must know.
there was a part where, probably a couple parts at the beginning where Tom Holland says something, and you could definitely tell it was like dubbed in after the fact, but like they didn't do a good job with making his lips line up with it. But it was like so quick that you probably wouldn't. I probably wouldn't have noticed if I just hadn't happened to be looking over at looking at his face.
I didn't catch that personally, but it doesn't surprise me.
That's a like blink and you miss. I just happened to be looking at the right time.
Yeah, just the pacing of the dialogue, especially in the first half, where they're exposition dumping a lot of stuff. Little clipped, little rushed.
I'd have to go back and watch for that intentionally. I didn't pick up on it.
We should
guess we
rewatch.
gotta go back.
We
and
should,
watch
yeah.
it.
Go watch it again.
I guess we gotta go see it
Oh,
again.
darn.
R&R.
And go eat another good burger.
Yeah,
Oh, dude.
man, we
I
had some
wanna go
good
back to
burgers.
Sneaky's.
That was a good burger.
Everyone check out
that was
Sneaky's in Edwardsville.
I was pretty happy with my my peanut butter and jelly burger.
One of my
Yes.
favorite places to eat.
That just seems like so much.
It was very filling, but it worked.
I would try it. I would try it.
If you like the sweet and salty like together stuff,
I do. That
I
sounds
just
amazing
have
to
a
me.
hard time not ordering the Uncle Phil there.
The Uncle Phil was
there's
really good.
There's more on there I want to try.
yeah.
Like, I
Everything looked
read
good.
every option they have. I'm like, that sounds really good. And then I get to the Uncle Phil and I'm like, but this
that
sounds
really
but this
good,
sounds
yeah.
the best.
I did the same
See, I
thing.
just
You
got the
said that.
original because it was like the first time I've been there. And I'm like, I just want to try the burger for the burger.
And how was it?
It was good.
Yeah.
It was good.
I
But
wanted
yours didn't have macaroni and cheese and red hot riplets.
No, that's true.
I like a good gimmicky food.
Yeah.
Especially when it's a burger.
I think the best, it's up there with like maybe the second or third best non-home cooked burger I've had. My favorite was this place. I can't even remember the name of it. It was in Chattanooga. I'd have to like go to the location and hope to stumble into it again. But they had a limited Always Sunny in Philadelphia menu running, and they had the Rickety Cricket. And it was a burger, I think, that had macaroni and egg and bacon with like some form of like jalapeno sauce. And it was the best burger I've ever had. Like it was
pretty
That sounds
fantastic.
amazing.
Have you guys had the new Sonic burger?
No, it's on it.
It's like it's the tropical like spicy one. It's like a very
Like Baja.
like a Baja.
What are we doing after this?
I may be going to get one of
Let's
those.
all get in the van. Like,
Head down, Luna.
So, hey, I was before we talk too much about burgers. I think we've
burger tier list.
For the food rubric.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, we should do a burger tier list. That would be
Hot
good.
takes on
That's
that
the
one.
that's the
That'd be
99
hard to do.
That's the 99 episode special.
So
yeah.
Will your
mini burgers.
Wait a minute. What if we do food in movies tier list? Like
Oh, like a Krabby Patty or something?
iconic like food items from movies tier list.
The problem is that Studio Ghibli would just win.
You're right.
Okay, anime food.
Anime food does look
Dude, the Studio
next
Ghibli
level.
movie
And
or
if the
Studio Ghibli food.
Leaning
just
Tower
hits
of Cheese
different.
maybe get disrespected.
Leaning Tower of Cheese.
Yeah. Any final thoughts before we run this thing through the rubric? Because I'm hungry now.
I just really liked it.
Yeah,
I'm about
There
to
was
glaze.
a couple of the audio was so good, but there was a couple of times my ears hurt
Too
It
loud.
was too loud.
for a
See-
second or two, and I was like, and then it was like, okay, this is awesome.
I'm down for you to blow my balls off. Like the Cyclops scream. Oh my gosh, that's
That
one
was
of the
good.
coolest
That
things
was cool.
ever. I never heard anything like that in a movie.
If that was the loudest part of the movie, I think I'd be happy. But I felt like
Yeah.
there was a lot of moments that equaled that shock value of volume that I would
Especially
have.
the sword clanging seemed excessively loud.
Sword clinging and wood breaking.
Yeah.
Anytime like they're on the ship and like a splinter chips off like the corner of the edge of the boat, it goes. Sounds like the boat ripped in half.
Overall, it was really good.
It was. I could have. I almost gave this jokingly, but I don't think anyone would understand it. But maybe you, the Dream Theater Award.
Yeah.
Were you there for that one?
I was not, but I've heard it. many
Peabody
times.
Opera House. We went and saw Dream Theater. They did the astonishing, amazing concert. It was too loud.
Freaking loud.
Yes, it sounded amazing, but it was so loud I couldn't actually appreciate the nuance of sound that was assaulting me.
I like a good loud concert, but that was
Yeah,
too much.
I kind of wished I had brought in.
Some earplugs.
Well, for this movie, even I've started wearing my AirPods. If I feel like a movie's too or something is too loud, the AirPods have the volume reduction.
Yeah, most of the time around here, we have the problem.
The
opposite problem.
Yeah.
Well, it's not
I
even
would
that
like
it's,
a hearing aid, please.
it's
Yeah.
not even that it's quiet at our local theaters.
terrible.
It's missing
terrible.
like a channel.
Yeah, it's
But hey,
awful.
we're a few months away from having another theater around here.
Yeah,
I
another
hope it's
option
good.
besides
The one-
AMC.
We may be
the one we
jumping
went to
ship.
was good.
It was good. Yeah,
It was good. Yeah. Weird experience because of the weird people there.
yeah,
but
but
Hey,
the theater
the
in
theater
general
was
was
good.
good.
Do we
Yeah.
want to put out a press release that's saying we are jumping ship to Showplace
Showplace.
Cinema?
We have been drafted. Our
I
trade.
do think we should talk with them and be like, hey, we have a podcast. If we give you guys like some free, like, because I doubt they're gonna do the AMC A-list thing. That's the one good thing about AMC right now is I get to see several free movies a
Surely
week.
they got something like on par with that.
But if we could be like, hey,
They're a relatively local.
the
company.
movie Rubric is brought to you by this podcast in your backyard. Would you mind tossing us every now and then like a free popcorn or a free drink? Like, I bet we could
wouldn't
work
hurt
something out.
to give it an offer. But
Yeah.
anyways,
Yeah.
I'm good to run it through the rubric.
Oh, I got to find the 4-man. Hold up. Is this it?
Well, it's
here?
been a bit.
I found it. Okay.
been a
That wasn't
while.
really hard. I don't know.
Been a
if-
while.
Plot, acting, video, audio, enjoyment. Okay, they're all right. Okay, I was.
Yeah, I've done it once since the new categories.
Pull up
So
my
maybe that's what it
scores
is.
here.
I was like, "Where's the 4-man?" I'll go ahead and start off with plot. I'm going to give it a 4. It was good, a good adaptation. There's some stuff they changed. I wished they hadn't. I could have stood for some more magic. I'm pretty sure in the original one, doesn't like Hermes appear to him several times and stuff like that too.
But there was not, like you said, not a lot of gods appearing.
Like
except
the-
gods and goddesses
The
appearing.
gods and goddesses were relegated to it could be natural events,
Like,
but
that's just a coincidence.
yeah,
I thought it I'll push back on that a little bit because it's Greek mythology. Like it's been disproven that it wasn't gods.
I feel like it definitely
So,
is
like-
God.
well, like by
mean-
our standards, yes,
Yes.
but like
So like I thought it kind of added a mystical element to it. Like, is it really gods?
but then
Like, are the gods really real?
I agree, but I would have liked them to. That's where I said either more or less.
Yeah.
If that's the angle they're going for, I wanted them to really hammer that home.
Okay.
And I don't feel like they did.
Yeah.
You instead have Calypso being like, the gods are real, put yourself on a raft and you'll wind up at home.
Yeah.
Every prediction we give you has turned out to be 100% true,
That's true.
I feel like,
But I would have liked that take if they wanted to do it, but I felt like they didn't do either.
They just kind of landed somewhere in the middle.
And that's kind of what I was saying earlier. I
Yeah.
want more or less magic, one or the other. I don't care.
I feel like they definitely are real, but I feel like it would have almost like, I feel like it just would have taken something away from it. Like, because like, the whole idea is like, oh, it's like fate, stuff happens to you, you got to accept it. But then like, it's kind of like in our life, like we can't see, our higher power, but like stuff happens to us and it's from that. You know what I'm saying?
I'm not taking off too much for it.
Yeah.
God stuff aside, I'm giving the movie a 4. But like, I would take off more if I could remember more. And I'll be honest, like it's so much of it is like what was actually in this book, what was actually in this movie I watched because it's been so long since I've seen a version of the Odyssey. But I remember not all the gods were out to get him. Some showed up to help him, if I remember correctly.
It's been a long time.
And that's what I'm saying. So like, I feel like we just kind of, it is what it is. So
Yeah.
I'm going to give plot a 4. That plus a mix of like the old and new, authentic at moments and authentic at not, just keeps it from being a 5. But good adaptation. Good. Cole?
I'm going to go 5 for the plot.
Okay.
I thought it did a really good job. I almost dropped it to a 4 because of like sneaking in like the modern slang, but I don't think there was enough of it that took that for me took me out of it to drop it to justify dropping it to a 4.
Yeah.
Even though that third act is really long, but it's fine.
I expected you. You're always that third act was really long.
It felt
guy.
long. Am I tweaking?
I mean, it had to have been like 40 minutes.
It was a long third
it
act.
felt like
When
it
do
is.
you count the third act starting?
I was going to say it was almost a fourth act.
I would count fourth act as when he washes up on his home.
Yeah,
I
when
agree.
he gets back, it seems like it just goes and goes and goes and goes, and there's like the climax of it. Like we just wait for it. We take forever to get there. It builds like okay, we've had 2.5 hours to build. If we're not there now, we're not going to get there.
It's true.
Yeah. Josh?
For plot, I'm going to be a 5 because I can't really think of anything to necessarily say negative against it. It was the story of the Odyssey. So
Yeah. Jonah?
I'm gonna go 5. I thought I was very impressed with it. The slang stuff didn't personally bother me and then like that, and I was just so impressed that like it's a big story. It's 3 hours long, and I was never bored. I was always enthralled with whatever was happening on the screen.
yeah,
And I think it would have been easy to fall into like repetition because if you break it down, a lot of this movie is they show up to an island, something happens, they run back to the boat, and they leave. But it never felt stale.
It's just a bunch of short stories.
It's Monster of
Yeah.
the Beach. Like
Yeah.
if this was a TV show, it'd be Monster of
Monster
the
at
Beach.
the beach, yeah. Something bad happens, they leave. And then but it never felt that way. It was exciting. I think his like non-linear script which he loves doing, I think that really helped it.
Yeah.
You jump around a lot.
It worked in this one.
Yeah.
Yes.
I know some stuff it doesn't work in.
Yes,
What
it will
movie has
like
it not worked in?
I mean, I from what I've heard, people do complain about Tenet on that.
I love Tenet. I disagree.
Tenet's a little. I need to watch it again. It's a little too like what the heck.
Little
You know what's funny is Tenet is technically not, from our point of view, told out of order. There's no like jumping forward, jumping back. The guy is actually capable of moving forwards and backwards through time, which makes you put on your thinking cap about like when something's taking place. But
That just breaks my.
Say,
the
See, I
entire
love
brain.
it.
Memento does an excellent job of it.
Memento's good.
Tenet at the end, just you think like, okay, I think I get it. So there's like 2 squads. They're going back in opposite through time, and then at the end of the movie, Robert Pattinson tells the guy who's named the protagonist, by the way, he has no name, and then he walks up to the guy. He's like, basically, you have a future in the past. I'm from the past. I'm from the way future, but I age backwards. I'm going in the past, and I met you in the future, and and like, oh my gosh, the movie's over. And what's happening? I need to watch it again.
That to me was the part of the movie that made the most sense. The hardest part's tracking the box. It's one of those that I think if you watch it a second time, it just clicks.
I need to watch it again because there's cool parts. I mean, there's really cool scenes.
For what it is, Josh.
I've never seen it,
Josh,
so.
imagine you meet someone next week who knows everything about you, and they're like, "We're best friends." All right, and then they die. You go back in time and meet them, and now you know everything about this person and your best friends. You know what I mean? That's kind of how it is. Like he meets someone at the end of their life who has known him longer in the past. I don't feel like that's that.
But he's from the future, and he like aged going. The movie's crazy.
He just goes back in time.
I'm
Okay,
confused.
but like the way they do the time though is like I walk through the door and then Tyler's in there going like yes, and then
It's really good.
It's
They
weird.
don't time
Yeah.
travel. They move back through
They
time.
move back
Okay.
like
Which-
at normal speed.
Leads to, speaking of Nolan, I almost brought this up. We were talking about fight choreo earlier. Brings me to one of my favorite pieces of fight choreo in a movie ever.
That's the best scene.
Which is where 2 people are fighting, and one of them is moving backwards in time, and one of them is moving forwards.
that.
And I can't imagine choreographing that fight.
It's so that part's awesome because like there's the guy walks in, there's bullet holes in the walls, and then the other guy comes in and like he like grabs his arm, and then you see the holes like, and the bullet goes
like
back. in the
backwards
gun.
shooting.
There's cool parts of Tenet. Tenet has some
That is
awesome
cool.
parts. Yeah,
Huh. Okay.
but
We should watch
Tenet
should.
9. I need to watch it again because I think maybe I would love it the second time.
Yeah, watch it again. All right, so I'm a 4. Everyone else is 5s. Cole, start us off with acting.
5.
Okay.
There was not a bad performance in this, even though Tom Holland says he struggled. He did fine compared to everybody else. Because Pattinson, peak. Hathaway, really good. Mm-hmm. Matt Damon does what Matt Damon does, being that guy stranded somewhere
Yep.
and with a beard.
He's good at it. Josh?
I'm going to go 4. I felt like some of the dialogue and maybe this was writing, but I don't know. I just felt like some of the lines weren't. I didn't believe. I don't know. It felt off, and in a few places. And like I said, that might be weaker writing, or it might be a bad acting, or lack of being able to do a second take because of the way it was filmed. I don't know, but
Also,
I'm going to give it a 4.
So expensive. We didn't talk about this earlier. We talked about doing short takes, but like you don't get a lot of opportunities when you're shooting on 70 millimeter to go back and redo something unless you have to.
Yeah.
Like it was probably a lot of that's the take we got. We kind of have to use it. We're on a crunch, you know?
Yeah.
Yep. Sorry, Tom Holland. You can't get a routine going here. You can't feel it out.
Go, Mike.
5, 4. Jonah, what are you?
I'm gonna go 5. I was between 4 and 5 on this, but I thought I always said before, like everyone's good and there's some exceptional. Like Cole said, Anne Hathaway and Robert Pattinson, I think are standouts. Odysseus is great when he's on the like strapped to the sirens and he's hearing the music. Great stuff all around. I say 5. I was very impressed. Like I said, not everyone is equal in this movie, but there's exceptional performances. I'm gonna go 5.
Yeah. I'm going to go 4. I'm kind of with Josh. I think that maybe it was the cameras, maybe it was the lack of a second take. A lot of the dialogue felt stiff, is maybe you were trying to find a word. I don't know if that's the word you were looking for, but that's the way I would describe it. None of it was bad.
No, none of it was. Nothing was bad. It was
But there was very few great. There was very few outstanding. It was all just good. It was fine. So I'm going to go 4, personally. I do think Anne Hathaway and Robert Pattinson are standouts. I think that Matt Damon and his men, good, fine. Tom
I like
Holland.
John Leguizamo too.
What?
John Leguizamo.
He was good too.
Yeah.
But yeah, Anne Hathaway and Robert Pattinson, I do have to say, were probably the best actors and actresses in this film. They both did really good. Josh, why don't you start us off for video?
Video, I'm going to go a 5.
All right.
I'm pretty sure every scene, every shot was beautiful. The use of darkness was really good. Like you said, the scene where he drops the lantern over the edge and they just like illuminate. I was like, oh, got the little chills here.
Jonah?
5 easily. I mean, like I said, the spectacle, it just making it feel like this huge adventure. Like the scale's just huge.
Yeah.
It was amazing. Amazing. Incredible all around. The practical effects will always be like, just take stuff to the next level, in my opinion. Exceptional.
I'm also a 5. The use of darkness in this film, like Josh said, was insane. I not seen it done this well outside of a horror film. And no one brought it up. I was kind of waiting for someone else to do it, but the boat scene where it's sinking
I was just
at
thinking
the
about
end
that.
with the lightning. Oh my gosh, that was
Yeah,
so good.
that was
and
awesome. Scary.
The screen was so big that the light genuinely like blinds you for a
Blinded everybody.
second.
Felt like you were in the storm.
Like
Yeah.
I had
Yeah.
to like I looked around the room at one point and like just watching the walls do that strobe
Yeah.
and everyone kind of jump a little bit.
Yeah.
So good. So good. Cole?
I'm gonna go 3. I'm kidding. 5.
I was about to come
Movie
across
snack.
this table.
Yeah.
All right.
5. 5.
Jonah, start us off for audio.
I'm going to go 5. Man, some of the audio stuff in this movie. I personally felt like in terms of hearing dialogue, that's a big complaint I've had with Christopher Nolan movies. I felt like this was one of the better ones for me. I felt like I could notice that they did make the cameras quieter. And the soundtrack, people kind of clowned on them for not wanting to do an orchestra, like you said. I think that was brilliant after the movie because it just has such a unique sound to it. Some of the whatever the frick they made, like you can hear like the
The flutes.
the flutes. You can hear like their mouth. What do you call that? Diaphragm. Whatever they.
What?
You can hear their mouth sounds, and it sounds really cool. And the flute.
Embouchure?
What? It's something like that.
Sure.
You can almost hear like their lips buzzing
Yeah.
a little bit
Yes.
over the edge
The
of the
diaphragm.
flute.
Were you trying to say diaphragm?
I don't know. I don't know how to blow. Pause.
You don't know how to blow?
I don't know how to blow.
Trust me,
Pause.
I know you know.
Yeah.
I've heard tales from the old
blow.
Circle K.
Oh, goodness.
The Circle K.
I was making a gas station glory hole
Oh,
joke.
okay. I thought you knew something about it.
You blowing at the Circle K?
No, I mean, do you know? Do you have a source?
Source? Trust me, bro.
Source. But no, soundtrack was phenomenal. And the sound design, the Cyclops waking up, the pigs freaking getting morphed. The bow gets it a 5 alone. Whoever made the bow make a strumming noise.
Dong.
Holy cow, man.
Where my hot rod fans. Oh, this movie's no hot rod, but yeah, I'm really torn between a 4 or a 5. There's so much amazing things about the audio, but the amount of times I had a hard time understanding someone.
But the bow.
With the bow, I just feel like
He did that, and I like.
I'm gonna be generous.
Yeah.
I'm gonna be generous and give it a 5. I just feel like
Generous, huh?
I just
Dang.
feel like I shouldn't.
Hater.
Is that hating? 4 is still good. I just feel like I shouldn't. It's 2026, one of the biggest films of the year, if not like the
Yep.
next 5.
You have the audacity to advertise a year in advance for it.
I shouldn't have a problem hearing any of your audio. Personally, that's my personal opinion.
I didn't struggle to hear anything.
I didn't have too much of a
There
problem.
were only a couple times where I'm like, I don't know exactly what he said, but I get what's happening because I know the story.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I didn't hear that.
I heard it a few times. Maybe I'm just getting old. I don't know.
Yeah, I don't know.
And I'm not going to count the audio being too loud against the movie. That's probably the theater.
Yeah.
Some
They cranked that thing.
young blood employee who just like, how high does the slider go?
Turn it to 11.
There it is. It's all the way at the top. Every peak light is flashing red in the booth, and he's like, it's good. You said what? We maxed out at 105 decibels at one point?
When I was measuring it, yeah, about 105.
That was like sitting there.
That's loud.
That was my guesstimate for where it was. Like, that's and honestly, we were there for 3 hours. That level of exposure at that length of time is technically illegal, I'm pretty sure, according to NOSHA, which is like
Break the law.
audio version of like OSHA laws. But I have to look that up. Cole,
Which one are we doing?
audio.
5.
Okay.
I think the pros outweigh the cons definitely. Very unique soundtrack, like Jonah said that. It's gonna be, it's one of those things where you hear something and you think, oh, that's the Odyssey, because it doesn't sound like anything else.
Yes.
Yeah.
It was. Oh, there was one part in the score where it was almost like mixed meter. Like the drums were not coming in with the flute at the same time. One felt like it was in. I'm just throwing out time signatures. One was in 4/4. One was in 5/4. So it would consistently get more and more off until it phased and like got back in line again. I love stuff like that.
Led Zeppelin over here, ripped it off.
Yeah.
Copied.
All right. Enjoyment. I guess it's back to me.
Whoa.
Hello.
What? Hold up.
What?
Who did I skip?
Me.
Josh.
Oh, I'm sorry, Josh. What'd you give audio? My bad.
I gave it a 5.
Did you?
Okay.
Sorry
I didn't
about that.
actually say it yet, but yeah, I'm gonna give it a 5. Like everybody else said, it was awesome. It was really loud in a couple of points. Like I said, to the point where I was like, it kind of hurts my ear a little bit. But overall, great. I didn't have any issues understanding people. But yeah, I thought it was really good.
All right. My bad. You know what? Since I tried to skip you,
No, it's fine.
why
can
don't
go-
you start
can
us
go
off
first.
for enjoyment?
You can go first.
I don't want to. I'm torn between a 4 and 5 again.
Man.
For a theatrical experience, 5.
Yes.
For a movie, 4.
I'm like right in the same boat.
It's tough.
I don't think my enjoyment would not be a 5 if I hadn't have seen it in IMAX.
I would probably agree with that.
My
So
enjoyment
it's
would
like,
probably be a 4.
I'm going to go ahead and go 4 because I think if I was to watch this at home, which I may at some point,
Yeah.
like I probably will. This is one I think it'd be fun to buy like a 4K disc of and just kind of own to like test the sound system or something, you know. But like I probably will not. I'm not aching to watch this again unless we're going to go back to watch it in IMAX.
Yeah.
And I feel the same way about the Avatar movies. Like they're good, they're fine, but they really shine seeing it in like IMAX 3D. That's the spectacle of it. And maybe I gave those movies a higher score than I would have otherwise. Cole can probably remember and say that, but I'm gonna go 4.
I'm also a 4.
Okay. Ooh, I was like, I feel like I'm about to get roasted.
I mean, I liked it overall. It's not even close to one of my favorite movies we've seen this year.
Mm-hmm.
It's not in the top 5, I can tell you that, of movies we've seen this year for this podcast.
I'd have to look at the list, but
Yeah.
All right.
That may be crazy take, and I'll probably get lynched for it, but it's fine.
Juice.
I'm a 4 as well.
Okay. I'm
Yep.
feeling so much better about my score now.
Yeah,
okay.
no, I had a great time at this viewing experience, but if I look at the movie as a whole,
I probably wouldn't watch it again.
I like I said, I probably wouldn't watch it again. I wouldn't get it on 4K. I got Oppenheimer on 4K because I really enjoyed it in the theater, and I've not played it one time because I don't know. It's just it was good, but it's not a movie that I'm like.
Does it have the
gonna watch
IMAX
it
ratio?
I don't know.
Listen, I've ranted. I'm going to rant again.
Ranton?
Sell.
That is the thing. Like if when this movie comes out on DVD,
It probably won't. No.
It's gonna have the bars, and it's not gonna look nearly as awesome.
And that there's no reason, zero, they can't put it on the disc. You could sell me-
Especially because this one was shot entirely on IMAX.
You could say, oh, the discs aren't big enough to hold two versions. Fine. Sell it. One box says IMAX edition and one box says normie bar edition. And
Yeah.
let people buy the ones they want.
Let the people choose.
Justice League did that. Justice League, that was Zack Snyder's one. That's the only way you could watch it.
You actually...
And it wasn't even in theaters.
You could only watch it. Yeah.
That was a weird decision, but they did it.
They didn't feel like cutting it down. So he was like, I'm just going to release it as is. Yeah, it's obnoxious. Dune. I will forever say this. Like, half the best looking stuff in Dune 1 and 2 is cut off by those stupid bars. But you know what? I'm whispering loud to make sure my noise gate picks me up. But here's the thing. Hollywood doesn't want us to pirate stuff, but you know the only way to watch Dune in IMAX is if I pirate it. I will give you my money. Take my money. Just let me watch it the way I want to watch it. Sorry, rant over.
I agree. I agree. It's
This,
crazy.
this movie,
Jonah, what's your enjoyment?
I'm gonna go 5. This is up there for my favorite of the year. I love this movie. This was competing with Hail Mary for me, for one.
Hail Mary was good.
Hail Mary was awesome. I would go this weekend to a regular theater and watch it again. To be honest,
Really?
I'd almost be curious to do that,
Yeah, it'd be interesting.
to see the difference.
Yeah,
Because if I wait for DVD, I will forget a lot of the shots.
Yeah.
it was lit. The visuals, the vibe, the soundtrack, it's peak. I loved it. So
I'm still so sell it to me. Let me give you my money. We're having the opposite problem of what movies used to have. So they were shot widescreen. And then when they came to home entertainment systems, the boxes were
Square.
mostly square.
Yeah.
TV shaped. Yeah, they were TV shaped. They were mostly square. So people had to do weird panning tricks and choose what to cut. And then some people chose at some point, hey, what if we just put bars on the top and bottom and showed them the whole thing? And everyone's like, oh, that's genius.
Brilliant.
Why don't we do that for IMAX? I
Yeah.
don't care if I have bars on the side. Just let me watch it.
Yep.
Lots of people own a projector.
yeah,
True.
could be done. I would watch it. I thought the Justice League thing, it was a weird decision, but and it looks weird for a second, but after 5 minutes,
You forget about it.
You forget about it. Like, this is cool.
I'm playing a game.
It's tall.
I'm playing one of the few. I have a widescreen monitor in my office. One of the few games I played recently that doesn't have widescreen support just puts black bars on the side, and it looks like a normal. And literally, like you said, 30 seconds after I hit the start button, I forget that that's there.
It just looks like a part of the screen.
Yeah. All right. Rant done. So that brings me to an 88, Cole to a 96, Josh to a 92. Jonah gave this a perfect score of 100,
I think it's pretty perfect.
putting this at a 94%.
still not the highest this season.
What was highest?
Obsession got a 100.
Never saw.
We gave that movie.
Session is great.
I typed in an 84
jo-
on accident.
Joined
Is
the
that
100.
on Peacock?
Yeah.
Okay. I opened Peacock the other day. I was going to turn on the golf match, and I didn't get to it quick enough, and it just sat, and the Obsession ad started playing. It was just this lady talking very creepily,
Yeah.
and I had to hurry up and get over to the remote.
You
I was
know
like,
what?
the heck is
Just-
going on?
Just watch it.
I love
It's
Obsession.
fantastic.
That's all we can say.
My
just
top
watch
3 are this, Hail Mary, and Obsession.
Well, I was getting ready to say, I
They're
think this
peak.
is the third best movie we've done this year, this season,
it.
because
What was above this?
number 1 is Obsession, and then number 2 is Project Hail Mary.
Yeah, okay.
Almost got a perfect score, 98.7. I can't remember who.
I give it 100.
On
have to
Hail
I
Mary?
wanna say I
Yeah.
gave
I think it was.
100.
I think it was Cole.
Yeah.
Cole dinged it for something.
I think
can't
give it
remember
like a
what
4 enjoyment.
It was the plot because they were so quick about he just finds Rocky
Oh,
in
yeah.
5 minutes.
Rocky found him.
No,
Oh, you're talking about the
Oh,
end.
at the
Yeah.
end.
I will agree with you once
Yeah,
again.
Yeah, barely inconvenience.
Book was
We
better than
said
the
it a
movie.
lot in that episode, but the book did it better for sure.
And man, crazy year for movies. I think
Crazy year for movies.
before this year, I think the only movie I gave 100 was maybe Wild Robot. I don't know if I gave that 100. And
Say
I've given
The Whale.
3.
The Whale was the only one I've ever given 100.
yeah.
And then
Oppenheimer was close to getting the 100 also.
Oh, I might have given Oppenheimer 100. I don't know.
I can't remember what I gave
Can't
Oppenheimer. Easily, my most anticipated movie is Dune Part 3.
mine's maybe Avatar. 2 days.
Yeah, the animated one.
Well,
yeah.
Aang is
Yeah,
technically the name of it.
not the blue cat people.
Angutar.
Please, not the blue cat
superior
people.
Avatar.
He's working on another one.
Not yet.
He made another comment the other day how he's writing it. It will release. He's trying to figure out some piece of technology before he puts it out. He's
Shut up,
apparently-
James Cameron.
dude. I've said
Makes
this,
him a lot of money.
I've said this a million times. I'll say it a million more times. Avatar 2 and 3 in IMAX 3D was the coolest looking thing I've ever seen in my life, movie wise. Like, and I saw part 2. I saw it in 2D, 3D, and IMAX 3D. And there's something about the IMAX 3D, because of how bright they can get it, I think, maybe, and how crystal clear it was. Dude, so like if he's working on new technology, the plot could be awful.
Yeah.
I'm gonna go watch it.
It's the vibes.
Yeah, it's no one cares about the plot when you get on a roller coaster at Disney World. Like there is a story half the time, but it's like, oh, I'm here for the ride, the experience. That's kind of how I'm putting those movies.
Does it have to be 3 hours long though? If there's no plot or no substance with it,
The more the merrier.
I disagree with the plot and substance, but
It's just
that's a
jing-
different. Go listen to that episode.
it's just jangling keys at that point.
It's
Like, look at the visuals, look at it, jingle, jingle, jingle.
disagree. I think it has a decent story.
Wacky thing I also saw about Avatar: The Last Airbender. Apparently, when they were making the show Avatar: The Last Airbender in like early 2000s, they were pitching the idea. Apparently, they were going to just call it Avatar, and apparently, James Cameron 10 or more years before the movie came out already claimed the title. So they couldn't call the show Avatar, even though the show came out years before the movie even was thought of.
I'm not comparing him to Tolkien in quality, but I'm going to compare him to Tolkien in like his world building. He's Tolkiening it up. He has been writing languages and creating music systems and writing books about the plant life. He wants this to be like its own universe, like to the level. I think he's gunning for the level of Tolkien, without realizing. I think
story's not as
Tolkien just
good.
has a heart to it that I don't know.
Tolkien has plot.
Yeah,
Avatar hater.
He really is.
he really is.
It's-
All right.
I'm not gonna get into it. There's a bunch of episodes in season 1.
Go listen to those. All right. Well, boys, there it is. One of our
Yeah.
longer episodes. Josh, thank you for joining us, dude.
Might make some more appearances.
You are always welcome at this table.
You just gotta send me a text when you're going to see movies.
Spider-Man's up next.
Let's go back to the old group chat with all of us in it.
I'm excited for Spider-Man.
I
Spider-Man
am too.
And Aang. Like I said, 2 days.
Hey,
Yeah.
if we do Aang, we can do the Nicktoons tier list.
Nickelodeon tier list would go
That's
hard.
hot takes. Oh, doing new gen though. There's not a lot of new gen Nicktoons actually. They kind of fell off.
I think all of them.
All of them.
All the like mainstay ones. I guess.
What if we just
Yeah.
did, does it have to be Nickelodeon or can we do like cartoons?
Oh, let's do cartoons like as a whole.
Yeah.
That's a lot though.
Despite the fact that I will argue Avatar is an anime to my dying day, I do think it is in the realm of like Saturday morning cartoons. So let's do Saturday morning cartoons, like Teen Titans.
See, Teen Titans. If Avatar's an anime, I'd say Teen Titans would count too.
It was made similar studio structure where they outsourced a lot of it to like Korean and Japanese studios. I would say Teen Titans, while slightly more Monster of the Week, is still in the anime ballpark.
That's a style.
Yeah.
I would have some hot takes on that one. And that's a lot of shows if we do all cartoons.
We get a lot of the main ones, like similar to what we do with the Disney movies. We
Yeah.
don't do every little.
Every little weird
Saturday
one.
morning. Oh, but then Power Rangers wouldn't be on there.
If that's kind of tricky because like something like Fairly Odd Parents, like obviously there's some peak there, but
Yeah.
like that went on to like 2020.
I guess if you look
and
at
then
it,
sucked.
Really?
Look
Yeah,
at
it
the
went
leg-
on forever.
Yeah, you look at the legacy, which Fairly Odd Parents tried to be SpongeBob,
And they
but it
didn't
was
really
always
have
the
that.
redheaded stepchild to SpongeBob there.
Yeah, and there's some great Fairly Odd Parents, but like they more so than SpongeBob, I'd say tarnished our legacy because apparently like new SpongeBob is like a different show and it's whatever, but apparently like late game Fairly Odd Parents was terrible. Like he got a fairy dog. He had to share his fairies with another kid. It was weird.
I never saw any of that.
Yeah.
I will say, and I've said this before, that SpongeBob should have ended when it was supposed to end.
In the movie.
Yeah, they should
But
have.
see, that's a case where I think the legacy of SpongeBob season 1 through 4 is so strong, it would remain S
Because
tier.
no one really talks about 5 through whatever season they're on now.
But like 1 through 3 is so powerful.
Yeah.
I feel like it.
Everything pre-movie and shortly after the movie.
Yeah, just kind of. Even though the rest might not be as good, it just doesn't tarnish the legacy at all to me.
It's bad. It's like the lowest ranked SpongeBob episode is better than the lowest ranked Fairly Odd Parents episode.
yeah, exactly.
All right. Well, hey, I'm hungry. I'm going to go to Sonic after this.
Are we going to Sonic?
Let's go to Sonic. All right. Thank you guys for tuning in. If you enjoyed this, please tell your friends about it. Follow us on Facebook. Drop a comment on our stuff and let us know what you're thinking of these movies. We'd love to hear from you. Josh, thanks again for joining us.
Yeah.
Josh, would you give us your best impression of the Cyclops talking to himself in the corner?